93, 93, 93. This is Amon Astral Renew from astralrenew.com. Once again, we're just checking in right now. My energy seems a little bit lower. It's because I haven't been able to sleep. The fucking astral activity is popping around this bitch. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. The astral activity is ridiculous right now. What do I mean by that? Every time I try to go to sleep, I end up having these dreams that's just fucking ridiculous. Like, I've never had dreams like this. This has been going on since I initially made the video. I think, I don't even remember. I've been doing so many videos, I don't even know. Peace up. What's up, Ty? What's up, Ty? I don't even know. I can't fucking sleep around this bitch. I can't sleep around this bitch. Literally. I say, I thought it was a game. I thought it was a game. But then my sister's like, she was like, my dreams been popping. I was like, what the fuck? Like, it ain't just me. It ain't just me. Oh shit. She said she turned the Wi-Fi off, right? But you know, we be having the Wi-Fi on all day, all night. She said she turned the Wi-Fi off. Dreams is crazy. I'm like, okay, so it ain't just me. I'm like, what the fuck? I can't get no type of sleep. I can't get no type of sleep. But I've been documenting. So if you are also experiencing this, make sure you are documenting, all right? What's up, Joshua? All right? I don't even want to be a part of this physical reality. It's fucking crazy right now. It's crazy right now. Salute to everybody, though. Salute for hanging in there. You know what I mean? Bro, it's crazy right now. It's crazy right now. But that's what I've been telling y'all, you know? That's what I've been telling y'all. We going into a new shift, right? It's been creeping in on us. But once the queen checked up out of here, we really in for a ride. Let me get my words together. See, this is the thing. You know, like the reason why the queen dying is such a big deal is because the royal family, you know, they're not getting along right now. And they haven't been along for a long time. The queen was really what was keeping everything together in terms of what's going on with them. Now it's like they had so much, and they have. I'm not even. It's not had. It's present tense. They have so much internal beef that we didn't really see too much. We saw a little bit of it, you know, a little family rift, but they still were, you know, connected through the queen. Now that the queen is out of here, this shit is getting crazy right now. This shit is getting crazy. All right, I've been looking up the current events. It's all type of shit going on. Like I said, so it's not just Minnesota, or not Minnesota, excuse me, Mississippi with the water crisis. Now they're telling people in New York to drink the tap water, but the tap water, you know, it got all type of chemicals. Like it's really a lot going on right now. Like, I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know. I don't know. It's like I'm smiling, but I'm just putting on a good face. I'm just putting on a good face, right? In other words, so I'm doing my best to stay healthy, right? I'm doing my best to stay healthy. I'm telling you, I'm doing my best to stay healthy. I mean, I'm keeping the push-ups going. I'm keeping the sit-ups going. You know, try to, you know, get a little shave in. I know I've been looking rough. I've been looking a little rough. I try to shave down a little bit. Try to get myself a little line up. All right, try to clean up a little bit. You know what I mean? Got some, all right. Got some chili mango. You know, again, just try to keep it healthy. Got some chili mango. Look at this. I got some seaweed, some hot seaweed. Look at it. Yeah, look at it. I got some hot seaweed. What else we got? I got some aloe. Got some aloe drink. All right. Yeah. I know. See, this what every time I try to be serious, I can't do it. I can't do it. I try to be serious. Oh shit, I kept trying to be serious. Nope, 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 nope. They'll be trying to come on here like I'm big and bad. It don't be working. It don't be working. But I fuck with y'all though. That's what it is. That's what it is. This is just a real me. That's all. That's all it is. You know, I be trying to put on this persona. You know, no, nope, nope, nope. I got some 100% juice. All right, Tropicana. All right. I even got some fucking frozen food and shit. What's up, Glenn? What's up? What's up? What's up? Life isn't meant to be taken too seriously. I know. That's why I try to, you know, that's why I come on here and I want to give y'all good energy. So even though the world is crazy right now, I try to come on here and give y'all good energy. So that's what I mean. Yeah, I be trying to be serious, but I don't be. I can't do it. I'm like, I just got to give good energy. It's because y'all have good energy. So I'm just feeding off of your energy. That's all it is. Y'all come here and y'all give me good energy. I can't be serious, so I just give the good energy right back. So I just do my best to, you know, respond. I can definitely feel the spirit. I can feel the energy. What's up, Zen? My dreams, lucid astrals last night was all. I knew it wasn't just me. That's why I had to make the video. I knew it wasn't just me. I knew it wasn't just me. Good to see you too. Good to see you too. It's always a pleasure. It's always a pleasure. It's always an honor. It's always a pleasure. It's always an honor. Sexual entities I seen in the astrals. What the fuck? I wasn't even trying to go there. I wasn't trying to go there, but oh shit. Oh shit. Motherfuckers getting it in the astral, huh? Y'all getting it in the astral. Yeah, salute to you. Don't say talking about it. I won't even try to go there. So y'all don't want me to be civilized. I see what's going on. Y'all don't want me to be civilized. Y'all want me to just go right in, huh? Yeah, it is what it is. But that's what I'm here for, you know? I want to give y'all good energy. I want to give y'all good energy. I think an incubus turn. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. So now we got to talk about the sexual energies. Hey, it is what it is. Hey, 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 salute. Salute. I'm proud of everybody who can take their sexuality to a higher chamber. Uh-oh. 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 The video, so look, you see it's starting to glitch now. We getting too crazy already. We getting too crazy already. All right? Salute to everybody who can expand their sexuality. All right? Salute to everybody. Because sexuality is definitely not limited to the physical. So if you're able to expand your sexuality, salute. Salute. I'm proud of you. Because that's what we're supposed to be doing. We're supposed to be doing that. All right? So, you know what I mean, much love to you, much success to you. That's what you're supposed to be doing, right? Recently had a debate with someone who says consciousness is entirely a product of the physical. Man kept saying dreams are physical to it. I don't necessarily disagree with that. I don't necessarily disagree with that. Whoever that was, they're kind of, they got a point. They got a point. Because you have the lower astrals and you have the higher astrals. Right, so they're kind of on to something there, like because again, there's levels to the astral plane, and the lowest levels of the astral plane is still a part of the material realm. So that's not necessarily untrue, right? Because there you have lower and higher planes. You can say the higher planes are like the ascended masters, you know the people who have the eternal wisdom. That's like the higher astral planes, right? But then you got the lower astral planes, which is where majority of the dreams take place. You know, dreams that don't make no fucking sense, that we can't extract no wisdom from. It's just like a combination of what happened throughout the day and how you've been feeling. You can say those are lower astral dreams because they're really based on emotion. So a lot of people have dreams based off of emotion. Everybody ain't going to the astral plane trying to extract wisdom. Everybody not going to the astral plane to lucid dream, to meet the ascended masters, you know, to chop it up with their ancestors. Everybody is not doing that. So most people, when they do dream, it is on a lower plane. which is still a part of the physical. So they're not necessarily wrong about that, right? But it is levels. You can supersede that level. That's what I'm saying. It's when you supersede that level. That's when you can extract the wisdom. You know, when you become lucid and you start asking questions and you start getting answers. Now you're taking it to higher chambers, right? Right? So again, everybody has pieces of wisdom. You know, that's why I don't never just, just push nobody's perspective to the side. Everybody has specks of wisdom, right? That's why, again, that's why I say 93, right? We all got our own wisdom. I'm not the only wise person in here, right? Everybody got their own experience. I don't know everything. Everybody in here has their own personal mastery, right? Excuse me. What's up, Bueno? 93, 93, 93. What's up? What's up? So that's why we all come together. That's why it's the collective unconscious. We all come together and make it into a whole, right? Everybody has their pieces, but when we come together, like Voltron, now we can tap into the Akashic records. Now we can pour down that external wisdom or internal wisdom, eternal wisdom, right? Which is what we're supposed to be doing, right? Especially in the age of Aquarius. Aquarius is the 11th house. The 11th house represents your group consciousness. That's why people come on the internet, right? They're looking for their soul tribe, right, and all that. We come to the internet because it allows us to operate as a group collective consciousness, right? Which is what we're supposed to be doing, right? So what that means, personal experiences are brought into the dream world, but the dream world entirely isn't physical bound, exactly. So yes, most people take their physical experiences into the dream world, then the dream world like feeds you back the information all discombobulated. You know, that's why we have to dream. It's not even that we have to sleep, we have to dream. We sleep to dream. We don't sleep because we're tired. You dream, right? Because if you stop dreaming, you would die. You can be alive if you stop sleeping. It ain't that we need sleep, we need dream because that's how we process our emotions. That's really why people get tired because they need to process their emotions. And that's what we do when we have dreams. We're really processing our emotions, which everybody does, right? That's just a part of the human experience is processing your emotions, internally. And again, it's not once you get over that, once you get past the emotions, then you're able to go into the higher chambers. So yes, most people that's dreaming, they're just processing their emotions. That's why they don't remember their dreams because they only dream to process their emotions. They're not dreaming to remember it. And even if they did remember it, it don't really make any sense because it wasn't supposed to make any sense because it was just supposed to process your emotions. All right? Like I just had a dream yesterday. This shit was crazy as fuck. I can't believe this shit. But the one part of the dream that got me was like it was a lady and she was dressed like we was in the 1500s, right? Like if you saw the movie Django and you remember how they dressed hundreds of years ago, it's like she was dressed like that. Then she was like, yo, don't forget to, meet your father. Don't forget to visit your father. I'm like, what? See, at first I'm like, where is this dream? I'm like, okay, is he? I'm like, wait a minute, my father's dead. Then she's like, don't forget to visit your. I'm like, fuck. I'm like, dang. I'm like, oh shit. I'm like, oh, this is where I'm supposed to go to check him out. I'm like, oh fuck. I'm like, oh shit. Like that. I'm like, oh, okay, I'm on to something now. I'm like, oh, like, okay, he's reaching out. I'm like, oh, okay. I'm like, that's very unusual. I normally don't be having contact with my father like that in the astral. I'm like, oh shit, he's reaching out. I'm like, oh shit. Yo, that's like, oh shit, it's about the shit going on. 93, Tangela. 93, 93, 93. I'm like, it's about the shit going on. So that's how I'm like, oh fuck. So I'm like, I guess I gotta go visit the big homie, huh? I gotta go visit the big homie. So it is what it is with that. Hold on, let's see what we got. Just trying to keep the background music going. Hold on. There we go. So, And I knew I wasn't alone. That's why I made the video. I'm like, all right, let me check in. Let me see what's going on the collective plane. And here we go. Y'all having crazy experiences too. I'm like, all right. So this is just a confirmation for all of us, right? So now that we all have confirmed that it ain't just us on an individual level, now we're doing what we're supposed to do. Like, okay, so we tapping in, and we're like, oh, okay, yeah, this is happening to me. This is happening to me. I'm like, okay. So now we know this is a collective experience. So do your best to benefit from it. Pull down that wisdom. But you see, you got to clear out your heart, though. That's what it's all about. You have to clear out your heart space. Because again, most of the time, as I said, we're just clearing out our emotions, and that's on the lower planes. So in order to supersede the lower planes, you got to have a pure heart. And that's the most powerful component of magic, because it's your heart consciousness that's really making things happen anyway. It ain't even the brain, it's the heart. So you got to have a pure heart. That's the whole purpose of going into the occult. That's the whole purpose of having an initiation, so that you can purify your heart. So that you're not one of these people walking around fucking sore and shit. That somebody hurt your feelings or somebody did you wrong. You don't become one of these bitter motherfuckers, right? That's the whole purpose. Because when you become that, these type of people have a hard time doing any goddamn thing. They're still holding on to shit. Shit that happened to them as a kid and shit. It's really people out here, right? You see that? All right, but there's really people out here who still mad about kid shit. They still mad as fuck. They still mad as fuck. So when they dream, they have to constantly process that. That's what I'm saying. Because they haven't got over it. They have not purified their heart. So every time they do dream, you got to go through that process just to stabilize yourself. So it's hard as fuck to get to the higher planes, because you got to constantly every day stabilize yourself, because you're still holding on to past shit. You know what I mean? It's rare that I think about my past. If I want to be completely honest, I don't even think about my childhood. I barely even remember that shit. It's like I'm so far detached. I'm not even the same person. It's like I don't even think about that shit. People still mad at their parents and shit. You know how many times I got my ass beat as a child? I stayed get my ass beat. I was a delinquent. I stayed fucking shit up. But I don't think about that shit. I'm like, oh, yeah, I was supposed to get my ass beat. I'm like, the fuck you gonna do? It's like it's a little kid. Now, of course, none of our parents are perfect. None of whoever raised us, no, but nobody's perfect. So I'm like, why would I hold that against anybody? As if they're supposed to be perfect, like they were supposed to do everything right. Like, who the fuck am I to put that on anybody? And I know damn well I'm not perfect. I don't do everything right. So who the fuck am I to hold anything over anybody's head? As an adult, it's different. Okay, you a kid and you mad, but as an adult, who am I to hold anything over anybody's head? And they're not, and I'm not perfect. I still got things that I need to work on with myself. So who am I to hold anything against anybody else? So that's what it means to have a pure heart. Like you're just not tripping about this shit, right? And I feel like that's one of the greatest attributes you can possibly have, is just not tripping over nothing. Even if it's happening right now in your own household, in your own city, amongst your own circle. It's like fuck that human shit. Honestly, just fuck that human shit. All right. What's up, Zen? Oh yeah. 93. 93 till infinity. I don't even know what that is. So one of my favorite tools. I have no idea what that is. 93 till infinity. I've never heard that before. I have no idea what that is. You just put me onto something. I don't even know what that is. My mom is 74. My sister is 51. Still blames my mother for her unfavorable childhood. Oh, fuck. Oh, shit, dude. Oh, shit. But, so, I told you, I don't be telling no lies. I don't be telling no lies. There's people still bad as fuck. There's people still bad as fuck right now. They still mad. Like, god damn. And you can't tell these people nothing either. You can't tell. They just transfer it to you. No, I wouldn't call it sad though. I'll say laugh at it. Again, if you 93, what 93 say? What the book of the law say? We do not align ourselves with victims. We don't align ourselves, excuse me, we don't align ourselves with weaklings. We don't align with that shit. They are not of us. They are not of us. Let the dead bury the dead. Right? Let the dead bury the dead. As long as you have a pure heart, that's the only thing that you have control over anyway. We don't have control over how nobody else feels. So there's no point of wasting any time trying to figure out why anybody is still mad about again. But you see, like people can't even they be talking about that shit too. They be talking about that shit. They be talking about that shit. You ever had a conversation with somebody and they bring up some past shit that they still what is it? They still salty about. You ever just been having a random conversation with somebody and they just bring up some past shit that they still that's like unsolved within them? I'm like, yo, I barely even know you. What the fuck are you telling me this for? You barely even know these motherfuckers. Oh, but don't let you know them for real. But again, you know that's family basically, right? Somebody in everybody's family still mad as fuck about some past shit. But again, as long as you know that that's not you, then you're doing the right thing, right? Let's see. It ain't shit we can do for them. Forgiven. The book of the law says, I hate the consoler and the one who was consoled. I hate the consoler and the one who was consoled. Meaning, I hate a victim and the one who, makes the victim comfortable. Like, I hate both of these motherfuckers. That's it's straight in the book of the law. That's all you gotta know. I hate the consoled, and the consoler. Fuck them, right? Because you can't help them. Meaning people that want you to take pity on them. People that want you to take pity on their situation or whatever's going on with them. It's like, all right. It ain't nothing you can. These people want that energy. These people want to feed off of negative energy. That's what they want, right? They want that shit. Again, look at. It's all on YouTube, right? It's all on YouTube. Look at all these these people. It's funny as fuck. Look at all these people. They on YouTube hurt. But then they push it to YouTube, and then it's people, hurt people connected with other hurt people, and it just becomes a conglomerate of hurt motherfuckers. Like, what the fuck are we doing here? What are we doing here? See, everybody doesn't use their power constructively. There are some very powerful people on the internet. You see those numbers, people who are able to gather a large following of haters. What are we doing? What are we doing? So you really got on the internet to gather haters, people that feel just like you. But again, the book of the law already told us, I hate the consoler and the one that is consoled. So these people will never be satisfied, right? Every time these people, again, like they have created a reality that reflects how they feel inside of themselves. So it becomes an echo chamber. I could not imagine creating a whole community of people that's hurt. So I have to continuously talk about the shit. Like, that shit is crazy to me. Like, the people that make like the narcissist content, the people that make that type of content, like every fucking video they're talking about narcissism and the narcissist and how they got fucked over and how you can avoid it and all. I'm like, so you have to come online every fucking time that you create content. You got to talk about this same shit. You have to keep rekindling your heart energy and then push it out into the world. Then you attract people that feel just, oh shit, I was in a relationship with a narcissist. Oh, my father's a narcissist. Oh, my mother's a narcissist. Like, just look at the comment sections. Again, I be all on YouTube. I be looking at these motherfuckers because I just be studying. You know what I mean? I be looking at content I ain't even supposed to be watching. I be looking at the most hatred that's ever spewed on the internet. And then, YouTube just allows it, so it ain't going nowhere. But I be looking, I'm like, these people is really hurt. But again, I probably would be the same way if it wasn't for the occult. Honestly. I probably would be the same way. Why wouldn't I be? If I didn't have some type of counterbalance, the only thing is they don't have a counterbalance. And they're too afraid to confront their shadows. That's all it is. They're too afraid to confront their shadows. Their shadows now haunt them. They are haunted by their shadows because these people are probably not even in their lives anymore. So you're at this point, you're talking about exes. You're not even talking about current events. You're talking about a past relationship that happened 5, 10, 15, 20 years ago. It's not even current. But these people want to dwell in pity. They want somebody else to feel their pain. And then they just conjure up negative energy and negative emotions. And what I mean by negative, I'm not talking about feminine. I'm just talking about energy that weighs you down. So because they are, as they say, misery loves company, right? Misery loves company. So again, that's why I keep pointing to the book of the law. That's all you got to read. Just read the book of the law. What's up, ethereal flower? Oh shit, salute to you. I ain't seen you in a minute. The occult gave me knowledge of self, empower the mind, as it should. As it should. Because as we see, everybody else is not looking too good for them. Just think about it. Just think about it. People really thought Joe Biden was going to do something positive for the country. After he has already let you know what he's about. He has already harmed the so-called people of color, right? You know how many people is locked up because of the 3-strike law, so on and so forth, bills that he wrote? But because it didn't affect them, because of course they didn't care about us, right? The majority of the people didn't give a fuck how hurt that we was because of the laws he put in place. Because it didn't affect them, they didn't care. But now it's affecting them. And now they're complaining. Imagine that. Most of the people that's complaining didn't have shit to say when we was getting fucked over. When he put laws in place that fucked up our families, that still fucked up our families, people are still in jail right now. But they didn't give a fuck about that. But now they got everything to say. Now every day people are talking about, inflation and all the fucking gas prices and all that. I mean, he already proved what he was about before. But because it didn't affect you, you thought he was gonna do something different. Now he just fucking over everybody. He's like, what did you expect? They really was expecting him to do right by them. And now all they do is complain every day. How we don't know what's going to happen. Fucking stock market is going down. People don't know what's happening. Ain't nobody really making money like they think they should. But what were you expecting when you put a man in power that already discombobulated so many people? But because it didn't happen to you, you thought that you was going to get a pass. Right? People still believe in this whole white privilege concept. Where did that go? Where did that go? I wonder how that feels right now, right? It is what it is. Meaning, like, they didn't give a fuck when our people was fucked up on crack. Remember the crack era? How it disfranchised so many of us still to this day? We still suffer to this day. But then came the opiate crisis, right? Then came the opiate crisis that then superseded the crack era. We thought the crack era was fucked up. No, this opiates, this is knocking people out of the game way harder, 10 times, 100 times harder. But when it was happening to us, nobody gave a fuck. They just let it happen. Let them kill themselves, right? That's what everybody else was saying. That's what they want to do, fuck it. But let us have that mentality. Well, people want to OD on opiates, so fuck them, let it do. That's a little bit too savage, right? That's a little bit too savage. It's just karma. That's why I call it Joe Biden is the ultimate president of karma. Everything that's happening under his watch has already happened to us. Now it's just happening to them. As if they were expecting something different. Meaning they hated, this is what I'm saying. They had so much hatred for Trump that they were willing to take the worst of the worst. They want to make Trump the worst, but none of this shit was happening under his watch. None of this shit was happening under his watch. But they hate him so bad. But you see how they still try to cover for Joe Biden? They still try to keep his name clean. And the whole country is going to the goddamn mud, and they still try to keep his name clean. They still try to cover his tracks. They still try to paint this picture like he's not the reason why people are fucked over ridiculously right now. He is the ultimate president of karma. So I'm just sitting back and watching, drinking my goddamn Tropicana. I'm just drinking my fucking Tropicana. What else are we gonna do? Just eating my goddamn seaweed. That's what I'm doing. I'm just eating my goddamn seaweed. Eat my goddamn mango. That's all I'm doing. All right? That's all I'm doing. Do you see more chaos coming before things get good? Of course. You know how much karma is on America's hands? Do you know how much karma? Do you know how much pain that has been inflicted before all this? Just to the people that nobody cared about, though. That's what I'm saying. They tried to wipe us off of the fucking planet. They tried to wipe us off. They was letting it happen. But now, because it's happened to their own people, they try to downplay it. That's why we really don't know how bad the opioid crisis is. They don't even report about it, but it's worse than the fucking crack era. But nobody reports on that. They still try to cover the tracks like it's just all good. When you got people dropping every day, hundreds, probably even thousands of people dropping every day. But you see, you ain't gonna find that on no mainstream news outlet because they're still trying to cover his tracks. They want to make him seem like he's not as bad as Trump. So he can make the most ridiculous mistakes, and he is. You see what happened in Afghanistan. You see what's going on with Ukraine. They're not winning the war, but we keep sending them billions of dollars, right? Which just drives up inflation, but everybody's still trying to cover his tracks. As if he's worse than Trump. He probably is, all right? But this is just karma. That's all I'm saying. This is just karma. So it ain't nothing nobody can do about it. It ain't nothing nobody can do about it. There's so much blood on their hands. There's nothing nobody can do about it. So the only ones of us that suffers are the ones who place themselves in that predicament. So what I mean by that is the only ones of us that are suffering is the ones who choose not to change themselves. I mean, if you're still smoking crack in 2022, then can't nobody help you. What's up, Matthew? Peace. So our people are still hurting, of course, but they're only hurting because they want to. They're not hurting because shit is just that fucked up. You know, as long as you're trying to elevate yourself, you'll be fine. And then, again, that's what I'm trying to show y'all. I'm just doing my best to elevate myself. I'm doing my best to be healthy. You know what I mean? I'm working out every day. I'm just doing my life. I'm really tired of the spiritual shit. I'm really tired of the mentalism. I'm like, I done did enough of that. I done did 1,000 fucking videos talking about spiritual shit, mental stuff. Let me become a sex symbol, though. Let me become a sex symbol. Why not? Well, I mean, I'm thinking about trolling and shit now. Like, let me become a fucking troll. I'm just gonna be a sex symbol trolling and shit. Why not? I mean, what do I got to prove at this point, right? I ain't got shit else to prove. I done already laid the game down. Like, what else do I got to prove? So that's the type of time. Like, let me be as healthy as I can. Let me be, you know, as sexy as I can. I'm like, why not? What else do I got to do? Like what some spiritual information is more important than our physical health? No. What spiritual information is more important than your physical health? That's all I'm saying. But instead of me just talking about it, I'm like, let me live it out. Let me not wait for somebody else to do it. Let me live it out. So if I'm encouraging you to be a sex symbol, and I'm not a sex symbol, then what am I doing? I'm just running my mouth at that point. So I'm like, yeah, let me actually live this out. Because that's what I've been doing anyway, right? I've been documenting my rites of passage. It's documented. Now let me document the physical journey. right? Why not? I am finding comfort in being as tantric as possible, as you should, as you should, because that's truly what it's all about anyway. That's what this shit is really about anyway. It's really about that kundalini. That's what it's all about anyway. So anybody who's telling you different is not telling you the truth. Anyone who's telling you that you need to be spiritual and the physical does not matter, they're not telling you the truth. That's the whole purpose of sex, magic, sexual healing. What are you doing that for? You're not just doing that for enlightenment. You're also doing that to be healthy. Because we know that we can't trust these doctors. We can't trust the health industry. We can't trust Big Pharma. They are not trustworthy. So truly, all we have is us anyway. That's all I'm saying. We can't trust them anyway. They're not trying to heal nobody. Who the fuck has been healed? Nobody. That's all I'm saying. So the only person that's going to heal you is you. And the only power we have to heal is Kundalini. And what activates the Kundalini? The Tantra. So as long as you are tantric, that's you healing yourself, which is what we're supposed to be doing. So when you combine that with good exercise, doing your best to stay healthy. Again, you ain't got to spend crazy amounts of money trying to eat all organic. You just do the best you can based on the situation you're in, which is good enough. Which is good enough. As long as you are doing the best in accordance to your circumstances, that's good enough. If all you do is just increase your water intake, that's good enough. If all you do is drink water, like, okay, I'm just going to start drinking more water so I can be more hydrated. That's good enough. So that's why I'm like, I'm not telling nobody you got to do this, you got to eat this. Everybody's diet should be based on their zodiac sign anyway. That's why I don't talk about diet, because diet is based on your zodiac sign. It's not based on what somebody else is saying. It's not based on how the body works, because everybody's body is built differently based off of what stars and what planets have combined to create you. So everybody's not the same. So there is no one size fits all solution. Your solution has to be personal. So that's what it's all about, right? So that's why I say 2023, you may see me with a couple muscles up here. That's all I'm saying. You may see me with a couple muscles and shit. That's all I'm saying. I'm going to still be on the mentalism. I'm still going to be on the consciousness, not spiritual again. We didn't already talked about spiritual. Fuck spiritual. Consciousness. But just don't be surprised if you see me with a couple little muscles, right? You can see me with a couple little abs. Just, tantric, right? Don't be surprised when I'm a lot more tantric. That's all it is. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Damn, hold on. God damn. Look at this. The tablet is like, I guess it's the metal, not the metal, the magnetism, the magnets. Like, they don't want to disconnect. God damn. Just had this, this little portable keyboard. I just laid the tablet on top of it, and anyway, that's just magnets. So I'm just gonna keep it. I'm just gonna keep it right here. Hold on. Let's see. I'm just playing a little Pop Smoke. You know what I mean? Rest in peace to the God. Just playing a little Pop Smoke. Let's see. And I am working on my song. Cause I told y'all, give me 72 hours. I got the hook down. All I gotta do is write the verse now. So expect that. So I'm still on that, right? All I gotta do is lay down that verse, and I'm good to go. So I should have that up very, very soon, right? I'm gonna have that up very, very soon. All I gotta do is really record it at this point, right? So I'm still conscious of that as well. Let's see. Yeah, we'll play this. All right. So that's all I'm saying. Again, we ain't gonna, I'm not trying to take up nobody's time unnecessarily. Just letting you know where I am. Just letting you know the Astrals is on point. So document your dreams. I'm gonna turn that down a little bit. Document your dreams. Whenever you have dreams, make sure you are documenting your dreams, because they will, in the future, they're gonna make more sense in the future than they make now. See, now they may just seem strange as fuck, but in the future, they will make a lot more sense when you have to go back in time. What I mean by that is like every time I work with a spirit, which I haven't really been doing recently, I haven't even been working with spirits, because I haven't been smoking. Like I completely destroyed my weed habit. Like that's gone. It's been like 3 weeks now. So it was like 3 weeks sober, no weed, no alcohol, no stimulants, right? So I'm 3 weeks in that. So dreams are just all over the fucking place. They may not make a lot of sense now, but like whenever I have to double back, the notes come in handy. And I do it more so with astrology. Like if I look up what's going on in the stars, I just go back to my notes. I'm like, oh, that's why that happened. That's why I was working with that spirit because of what was happening in the stars. So the notes are just confirming what was going on above, as above, so below. So why I think it's personal, it's really not as personal as I think because the stars essentially are channeling energy. So you can say there are certain stars that are coming through the planets right now, and that's what's activating these dreams on a collective level. So it's not just the planets, we also have to consider the stars. Again, don't let this Western astrology fool you to not consider the stars. But that's when it gets pretty complex because now you must take into account astronomy, right? And most astronomers ain't ready for astronomy, unfortunately. Unfortunately, right? So I'm not saying that proudly. Most astrologers are not ready for astronomy because that's when it gets complex. That's when that shit gets real. Fuck these little 10 planets and these 12 zodiac signs. That's the most simplest form of astrology. Anybody can do that. A child can do that shit. A child probably knows what their goddamn sun sign is. But to believe that that's all astrology has to offer is just a bunch of horoscopes and natal chart interpretations. If you think that's all astrology has to offer, then, all right, we can't help you then. If you think that's the max, if you think that that's why we're doing this, if you think the stars don't play a part in what's going on with the planets, you're missing the point. But again, your astrologer is not going to tell you that, are they? Your astrologer is not going to tell you that, are they? I wonder why. Because you get to know how deep their mind really goes. That's why. That's why. You really lay it down. These motherfuckers is really simple. These motherfuckers are not as in tune as you think because like, yo, there's a lot more going on than what we know. And the only reason we don't know because nobody's talking about it. They're still talking about zodiac signs. That's all I'm saying. They don't even consider medical astrology. We can just go there. Who else is telling you that your diet should be based on your zodiac sign? Right? Who else is telling you that? There's a whole field called medical astrology. How many masters do we have of medical astrology? That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying, right? How many masters do we have of medical astrology? That's a whole field of astrology, but why do we ignore that? Like like that's not relevant. Like our diet is not important. Why do we ignore that? Like it's just not like no, I don't need to know that. Why do we ignore mundane astrology? Why do we ignore electional astrology? Why do we ignore locational astrology? Do I need to continue on? Why are we just so focused on natal? That's because people only give a fuck about themselves. That's all they care about. They don't give a fuck about what's going on in the world. They probably don't even care about their diet. They don't care about location. The only thing they give a fuck about is their own individual self. So that's why that's the most popular form of astrology, because that's all people care about anyway. Let's just be real. And that's why I say fuck them. Fuck their individualistic views. Because all they're doing is holding us back from learning what we need to learn. Why don't Western astrologers study Vedic astrology? Because when you study Vedic astrology, it's not just 12 houses, it's 27. It's easy to talk about the 12 houses, but let them talk about those 27 lunar mansions. See what they really know. Tell them to identify the 13th lunar mansion, the 26th lunar mansion, and what are the attributes? Yeah, exactly. So what the fuck are we doing, right? Why do everybody want to keep shit simple? Like we're talking to children. Because that's for children. 10 planets, 12 attributes, the tarot, all that, that's for a child. Somebody who's just coming in the game. That's for them to eat up. But if you've been here for a while, why are we still talking about the same shit we was talking about when you first started your journey? If you've been into astrology for 10 years, why are we still going over the same concepts that we were going over 10 years ago? Like people haven't advanced. But you're not going to see them advance now, are they? They're just going to keep you in this same loop. So what do you think they're really doing? Do they really, you really think they feel you are intelligent enough to know the advanced secrets? Probably not. Because they still feed you the baby food. Why are they still feeding you baby food? That's all I'm saying. Tell me I'm lying. Yeah, that's what I thought, though. That's what I thought. That's what I thought, right? Why are they still feeding us baby food like we're not ready to go to the next level? Why are we still talking about basic concepts? Why isn't there more people talking about the Kabbalistic science? We know about the planets and the zodiac, but why don't we know about the 22 paths of the Kabbalah? How many people know those 22 paths by heart? But we know those planets and those zodiacs. Like a child don't know that shit. See, that grown man shit, that grown woman shit, that's Kabbalistic science. That's grown talk. A child is going to destroy their mind trying to learn that. The child like, wait a minute, well, slow down. The child is like, wait. You gotta have a grown mind to think about that, to memorize that. You gotta have a grown mind to memorize every card of that tarot deck, every attribute of that tarot deck. That takes a grown mind. See, a child may be able to memorize the images and the attributes, but we're talking about all 78 dimensions. So if I say, well, name the attributes of the Six of Wands, and you don't know it, like a child wouldn't know it. See, they may know, okay, well, Six of Wands, they may know the image, but what are the attributes? They're not going to tell you, like, okay, that's Jupiter and Leo, or Leo in the second decan. See, they don't know. See, they don't know the technicalities. But it's not for children. Let them deal with the basics. But if we're grown-minded here, then why are we still talking about little shit? Like we got shit figured out, see? I guarantee, go search YouTube right now. Astrology. Just type in the word astrology right now and see what type of information. I'm going to do it right now. I'm going to do it right now. Y'all think I'm fucking around? All right. Let me do it right now. All I'm going to do is type in astrology. All right? Because I'm just running my mouth, right? I'm just running my mouth. Look at this. It's just me, right? Let me show you this right now. All right? So I typed in astrology, right? I typed it in. Look. September 2022 astrology forecast. This is what we see. You see that? We're still talking about astrology forecast with those 12 houses. Weekly intuitive astrology. Mercury retrograde. We're still talking about the Mercury retrograde. Like you don't already know what the fuck that is and what to do and what not to do. Didn't you learn that 10 years ago? Didn't you learn that 5 years ago? Didn't you learn that 2 years ago, depending on how deep you went to this? Didn't you learn that shit a long time ago? We still talking about it. Why are we still talking about concepts we've been new? Astrology for beginners. How to read a birth chart. Really? Astrology for beginners. We in 2022 though. We are in the age of Aquarius. Why are we still talking about beginner shit? Because that's all they want you to know. I keep telling you. But don't take my word for it again. Do your research. That's all. They don't want to tell you anything other than basic shit. I wonder why. But enough of that, right? I think I made my point there. Hold on. I made my point there. Cause you see how I be going in, right? Cause I'm trying to advance you. I don't need to be the only one advanced, right? Why do I need to hold back the secrets when this is for everybody? I didn't invent this. This is for everybody. I'm only here to walk you through the paths, the advanced path, not the beginner shit. I'm not teaching you no beginner shit. For what? For what? Like you can't learn that shit on your goddamn own. Why do I need to teach you something you can learn on your own? I'm not a teacher then. A teacher is supposed to teach you what you can learn on your goddamn own. A teacher is supposed to teach you or take you through advanced concepts so that you can comprehend bigger concepts. The teacher is supposed to help you connect the dots. That's why I speak about the Kabbalah. To help you connect the dots. Okay, you know this is connected to this, and this is connected to this, and this is connected to this. But we ain't connecting the dots. Why are we not connecting? Why does that seem too advanced? But then they don't wonder why they don't know what's going on in the world, right? Because the people that run this shit, they think Kabbalistically. That's why they say billionaires need astrologers, not millionaires. You see how that works? So because people look up to millionaires, all these celebrities, right? All these entertainers are millionaires. They're not billionaires. That's a quote from J.P. Morgan. It's not the millionaires that need an astrologer, it's the billionaires. So because everybody looks up to millionaires, they don't give a fuck about astrology. So it is what it is, right? Some do, but most don't. And the ones that do, they're still on a basic level. They're not doing nothing advanced because they still haven't comprehended it fully. But the billionaire knows that you don't accidentally become a billionaire. You may accidentally become a millionaire. You may get lucky and fumble upon some money, right? You may get lucky and become a millionaire, which billionaire is not, it's luck. It is. I'm not even gonna say nothing else about it. I ain't even gonna say nothing else about it. This should be evident, right? Is this not obvious? It's not obvious. Well, hopefully it is now, right? But that's why I gotta become a sex symbol, right? See, people only want to listen to certain people, right? This is what I'm saying. Like, I know how the game works. I know how this shit works. Well, wait to 2023. I can't fucking wait. I cannot wait to 2023. Because motherfuckers only want to listen to shit. They got to be hypnotized by the eyes. I know how this shit works. I know how this shit works. You got to hypnotize people by the eyes. So I gotta come in showing fucking muscles and shit. I gotta come in showing muscles just for people to comprehend. Imagine that. But watch me do it though. I ain't mad at it. I'm like, all right, that's what y'all want. Y'all not gonna listen until I come. I gotta show muscles and shit. I gotta be a sex symbol. All right, I'm gonna take the challenge. So I'm cool. I'm patient. I'm gonna be patient. I'm gonna build up my muscle mass. All right. When people will listen to 2023, till then I ain't tripping. We just cooling. Those who know already know. So I'm not talking about 93 because we've been advanced. If you've been fucking with me, you know I've been speaking about advanced concepts for years now. I didn't just keep y'all speaking about basic shit, but I'm not just speaking about talk. You know, you can pick it up and you can go as far as you want to go with it, right? How long have I been talking about memorized stuff? How long have I been talking about the Kabbalah? How long have I been talking about the tarot on an advanced level? Did I not show y'all the devil, Lucifer, right? The devil, Lucifer, and Satan. The tarot breakdown of what that means. Who told you that shit? Did I not break that shit down? I think I did. I sure did. Who else did that? Who else Kabbalistically broke down the devil, Lucifer, and Satan? And what it really means? Who else did that? Am I the only one with these tools? No. But I'm the only one showing you That's the difference. It's not that I'm the only one that knows. I'm the only one that's showing it. I'm the only one that's revealing it. They know it too, but they're not going to show you. They're not going to tell you. They just want to keep the power for themselves. And they just want to extort you. Right? When the last time I dropped my cash out? When the last time I asked for a fucking dollar? All right then, goddammit. So you see my intent. You can't even name the last time I even asked for anything. Because why? If I'm trying to give, I don't need to receive anything. You see how that works? But all these motherfuckers dropping cash apps, asking for donations, asking, how many times have I even asked y'all to like the video? Let's just be real. How many times like the video, like, comment, subscribe? Don't even say that shit. Every other video though, go to somebody else's shit. Make sure you like the video, make sure you comment, subscribe. Yo, be saying that shit. You see how that works? Right? Because I actually want you to get what I'm saying. I want you to comprehend what I'm saying. I don't give a fuck if you like the video. If you do, you do. If you don't, you don't. It don't make a difference. Because the information is more valuable than whether a person likes it or not. Like, that's not the important part. You only doing that because you want clout. People are chasing the clout more than the actual information. I see it. Again, I'm all over YouTube. I've been here longer than most of the people on YouTube. I've been here literally since I didn't see the whole evolution. That's what I'm saying. My perspective is different than these other people who just came into the game 5, 10 years ago. I was already here. I didn't see the whole shit play out. So that's why I know how to man. I'm not that. Right? But enough. Y'all get the point, right? I'm just checking in. I'm just checking in. Just checking in. So hopefully you gain something from this, right? Don't take me too seriously. Again, 2023. That's all I'm gonna say. All I'm gonna say is 2023. So if you ain't taking it seriously now, you would take it seriously then, right? All right. So don't be mad when I start trolling and shit. Because motherfuckers is slow walking, right? Taking their sweet ass time getting up. I'm like, all right, so if I gotta do that, if I gotta troll you motherfuckers, then I better troll you motherfuckers. At least you get it. Mission accomplished, right? If I gotta troll you to get it, then I'm gonna troll the fuck out of people. So it is what it is, right? So till next time, 93, 93, 93, we out this bitch.